for the last part, what about the surface area? So for L1 plan dyan, so we still have L2 and L3. So for surface area, the proposed line nga gamitan natin karon, for example, i-rotate mo tana within x-axis, i-rotate mo tana within y-axis, i-rotate mo tana within x something and y something, and ma-propose ka line. So i-suggest na lang nga kung anong gingamit natin for L1 nga mga proposed line karon, kung ano man gamitan natin mga proposed line or sort of kung di mo talaga rotate, amo man gamitan natin karon for L2 and L3 para bagkatan lisod nga magdurduro ka drawing sa imo nga figure. So ang plano lang kadya is let's try to rotate it within the x-axis, the y-axis. Since the centroid is here, lain man ang line nga dya, so let's try to rotate within this line. Let's also rotate it within this one, x is equal to 5, and let's also rotate it within somewhere saan din ang apart kang y. So to start with, let's start for number 1, try to rotate at x-axis. So the formula for surface area SA is 2 pi r. Oh, sorry, that's not r, that is L. L z bar. So our z bar, since x-axis kita ma-rotate, we will use the centroid of y. So the centroid of y earlier, that is also equal to negative 2.121. So disregard this negative sign. Therefore, surface area is 2 pi times the arc length tsaka ina, that is 3 pi over 2 times 2.121. The surface area is, cancel ang 2, 3 pi squared, use the calculator. So we'll get surface area is 62.8 squared units. Now let's try also to rotate it at y-axis. So we'll use this z bar, we'll use the x centroid. So SA therefore is equal to 2 pi L z bar at z bar is equal to xc, which is equal to 7.121. So therefore SA is 2 pi times 3 pi over 2 times 7.121. So therefore SA therefore is 210.844 squared units. Okay, so I hope you get it. So just label kung di mo ta na gin-rotate. For example, gin-rotate mo ta na sa x-axis, just simply draw a rotate and label it rotated at about x-axis. Also this one rotated about y-axis. So now let's try to rotate this within this line. So we have the centroid here and we have the line here. So we'll use the distance from point to a line formula. So to get the surface area, so we have try to rotate about the line y is equal to negative x plus 8, or in short, just simply transpose it ang x sa piyak ng y nga mag-form ta na sa mo dyan. This one is the formula for distance from a point to a line. Okay, so this one is the distance from a point to a line. So ibalik mo lang sa formula nga ax plus by plus c. So that's it. And still use the same formula. Surface area is 2 pi times the arc length times the z bar. And our z bar corresponds to the distance from a point to a line. And simply input. So our z bar is, our a here is 1. Coefficient of x is 1. The coefficient of y is 1. And our constant here is negative 8. And the x and y should be the centroid. Just copy the sign, the original sign. So we have 7.121 for x, negative 2.121 for y, and our c here is negative 8. Since we all know nga daw ma-negative dyang equation sa babaw, just simply compensate negative here. Okay laman kung hindi. But if you don't put negative sign, you will get a z bar which is a negative, and we don't have a negative distance. So we need to compensate negative here to make the distance positive. Now solving for this one, we'll get the distance is 2.121, and patas na nga kinakang centroid kang y man, no? Pero okay lang man. That is the distance from a point to a line. So burakit na yung para amo dyang itugro ka formula. Now our surface area is still 2 pi L z bar, and still this one, and we get the surface area is 62.8 squared units. Now what about if i-rotate natin tana at a line x minus y is equal to 0. To begin with, ano na itsura kang line kang x minus y is equal to 0? Transpose ko si x, si y sa piyak, we will get x is equal to y. So, ano itsura na ka? So, that means our x is also equal to y. And that means, amo dyan itsura na. So, this one, i-rotate natin tana at x minus y is equal to 0. So, to still use the same formula, distance from the point to the line. Still, right ba? So, we'll use the same formula. So, we'll get... So, this one is proposal. Depende ka ninyo kung ano nga line butang nyo. But, commonly, kung ako kasi, gamitin ko na lang ang mga basic line para doon di man tilisad. But, to more challenging, try nyo man islan ang line. Like this one. Diyan butang sa babaw. So, you need to create lang man kang line. Just simply propose a line. So, therefore, z bar is equal to ax plus by plus c all over square root of a squared plus b squared. So, therefore, our z bar here is 1 times 7.121. So, we have negative y. So, negative 1 ang coefficient na. So, we get negative b, which is negative 1 times negative 2.121. And our c here is 0, so we don't have to put it. All over 1 squared plus negative 1 squared. Z bar is, hindi dyan ma-0. This will become 2. Therefore, our z bar is 6.535. So, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Just comment down below. Charot. So, SA is 2 pi times 3 pi over 2. This is arc length, same times 6.535. Therefore, and so, for the last one, since anam tong ginangayon ni sir, for 5 and 6, pilihan ka mo. It's either you can use this one at x is 5, so rotated at x is equal to 5, so center. So, for that one, the distance, the z bar, from the formula 2 pi L z bar, the z bar corresponds to from 5 up to the centroid. But the distance is parallel to the x-axis. So, therefore, that means from 5 up to 7.121, pira ang distance. So, x, so our x here is also equal to z bar, which is the distance, which is also equal to, just simply subtract 7.121 minus 5, you'll get 2.121. And therefore, your surface area will be 2 pi times 3 pi over 2 times 2.121. Same before, okay lang mo na. Distance here is, sakto man dyan, 7.121 type. Okay, so 2. So that is 62.8 squared units. And for the 6, try mo i-rotate about y is equal to, pili ko lang, pwede man try mo sakas babaw. Sa babaw. Try mo rotate at y is 3. So this one. So itsura na ka is this one. Drawing yung mid ba? This one. So try mo tayo rotate at y is equal to 3. Since i-rotate mo tana about y is equal to 3, your distance here corresponds also from, ano ganyan kina? This is negative 2.121. So from this one up to the 0, so the distance is also equal to 2.121. But still we have 3 up agad. So disregard lang yung negative So because we're talking with distance, so this is 2.121 from this up to the y-axis. Sa kakapit ka babaw ka 3. Therefore, that corresponds to your z bar is 5.121. Just simply add. Add mo lang tana. So therefore, your surface area is 2 pi times 3 pi over 2 times 5.121. Your surface area therefore is 151.62 squared units. Okay, so that's all for the video for L1. Ma-follow up lang L2 later. And sa next video lang L2 because oh my gosh, gabi ang gasto. Pero okay lang. So hoping may naintindihan ka mo and hoping na gets nyo ang aton nga surface area for circle, the arc length, and the centroid. So pasensya nyo gidang agi ko. Thanks. See you.